Welcome back, everybody. It's time to capitalize on the hot, spicy news of the day. Sam Bankman-Fried was found guilty by the courts and faces up to 115 years in prison. Juicy, salacious news. All for the views, guys, but the real important point is going to come at the end of the video because we're going to talk about Richard Hart and an update that he's made to the community and to the code and just making everything more decentralized. Stay till the end if you want to hear what Richard has had to say about this whole matter. The infamous Richard Hart, who ended up being the hero of the story, whereas everybody thought Sam Bankman-Fried was the golden boy king of crypto. Look, the so-called king of crypto had a stunning downfall. This is your guy, everybody. This is what the fake influencers shilled you. They all tried to get you to go put your money in FTX, and they took no responsibility for it when FTX lost billions, $8 billion of customer money. Billions. Also, by the way, I've got my own Sam Bankman-Fried style hair going on today in tribute to this terrible man, who will be probably serving some time in prison. Rightly so. I mean, when you steal billions of dollars of money, you should probably do a little time for that. I'm not a lawyer, but it just seems right. It seems fair. Found guilty on 7 counts, and it's not over yet. He still has another trial where there's 5 more counts of fraud and conspiracy. So I can't imagine that leading to a much lighter sentence, although anything can still happen. But he is sentenced to, I think, 115 years, up to, they say, up to. He lost more money in one day than anyone ever. That is a world record, apparently. So, not the kind of record you want to be breaking. But apparently he lost 94% of people's money in one day. And his parents are caught up in the whole thing. Guys, if you go down this rabbit hole, it's disgusting. Okay, his parents conveniently all went to Stanford with each other. They were in bed with the Alameda research people and her parents. It's all just one big orgy of collusion and conspiracy. Bankman specializes in tax law. So his daddy was a tax lawyer, offshore tax lawyer is what they didn't say. And then Barbara Fried, an expert in legal ethics. Isn't that funny? Legal ethics. So she was ethically, of course, telling Sam who to bribe politically. She had a big part to play in all of Sam's political bribes, or donations as they're called. And in return, it looks like he gave them, I don't know, a $16 million property in the Bahamas. And there's emails of his dad asking for a $10 million payment and stuff like that. Oh, it's a dirty, dirty game, and it's not real crypto, guys. The one message that Richard has for everybody that I've been telling everybody as well, FTX is not real crypto. Not your keys, not your coins. When you send your crypto to a centralized middleman exchange, you might think you got some crypto on PayPal. Oh, look, it says like I got 0.01 Bitcoin. Yay. It's not even yours, guys. It's not even yours. PayPal, Cash App. You think you got money on Coinbase or Kraken or Gemini, whatever app you have that tells you, that shows you a little number next to a little logo. If it's not a personal crypto wallet, a personal crypto keychain, if you don't have the seed words to that money, to that crypto, it's not really yours. And exchanges go down all the time, and I don't know how many more billions of dollars need to be lost. This happens every cycle. Celsius went down, Mt. Gox went down, Quadriga CX, Cryptopia. The list goes on and on. I actually have a whole lesson about it in my course. I list all of the, OKX, KuCoin. These have all been hacked. They've lost people's money over and over and over again, whether it's negligence or malicious intent. So, yeah, he bribed politicians, he bribed celebrities, poor Tom Brady, right? Poor Tom Brady. And it has a damaging ripple effect for crypto, so I actually agree with CNN for once in my lifetime, it looks like. That it actually does give crypto a bad name because people falsely associate real crypto with this curly-haired lunatic, psychopath, narcissist, call him whatever you want. He did a very, very bad thing, okay? So he was going away for hopefully a very long time. 30-year-old boy. 31-year-old boy, and he stole billions, $8 billion of customer money. So why is Sam guilty? He's not guilty because he was involved in crypto, and crypto is sketchy. So you need to get this out of your mind that crypto is bad. They're going to try to demonize all of crypto, especially the 1 or 2 people in Congress, and Gary Gensler and Elizabeth Warren, that don't like crypto for whatever reason, probably because it puts the entire banking business model at threat. Okay, so real crypto, real decentralized finance, like Paul Shannon Hex, for example. If crypto is actually decentralized and you hold your own keys and you run your own code, that could potentially put some people out of business, and it's a big deal. It's the biggest deal actually since the dawn of the internet. So people freaked out when the internet came around. They said, oh my God, how can we trust everybody? It's all used for money laundering and terrorism and porn. And they're going to say the same thing about crypto, when really that's like 1% of everything. That's 1% of where real dollars go to. Probably much more, to be honest. A lot of illicit finance is done in the US dollar. So don't listen to what they tell you. They're going to try to craft the narrative that all of crypto is bad. When you know who's bad, guys, who's bad? Is it crypto? Is it Bitcoin? Is it Hex? Is it Richard Hart? No, it is this face right here. I want you to remember this face as this is the bad guy. Here's another couple faces of the bad guys as well. These 2 faces are also the bad guys. Okay? I want you to remember there are bad guys and good guys. And these people over here also don't like crypto. They don't want you to have freedom. They don't want you to have freedom of speech, which is guaranteed by the First Amendment. And they're trying to crack down, calling everything an illegal security, trying to get control on the choke points of crypto, the centralized exchanges, trying to run exchanges like Binance out of business. They were going to make FTX a monopoly. This Gary Gensler dude was having backdoor meetings with Sam Bankman-Fried. Wink, wink. He likes those backdoor meetings, Mr. Guzzler, doesn't he? And who knows what they were talking about, but word on the street is, rumor has it, that they were meeting to try to box out the competition. So does it seem fair that you've got regulatory capture in crypto already? I mean, regulatory capture is creeping into crypto, and it's only, 10, 14 years old, maybe at the most. Bitcoin is 14 years old. Imagine if they tried to do that to the internet. You have a very limited number of legit options nowadays. It's Crypto.com, Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, Binance, and you've got some other centralized exchanges as on-ramps, but they're all heavily monitored. PayPal, Cash App. But again, this is not real crypto, and that is the message that Mr. Richard Hart has tweeted about, and he wanted to drive that point home today. So if you haven't been following already, guys, there's a 47-minute clip that you can all listen to and be inspired. It's hosted on Twitter, which is safer for free speech, so it's not on YouTube, probably for a reason. Richard is being very, very careful and deliberate about where he's posting. He's a fan of free speech, but he's playing chess while everybody else is playing checkers. Right? So he's not posting on YouTube because he's plotting 5 steps ahead of the powers that be who are coming after your freedom, coming after your rights. Posting on Twitter, which is obviously a much more free platform than YouTube. But people have reposted this on YouTube as well. Check out Hexologist, your friend Sami. They've done repostings of this. But basically, the 47-minute speech is meant to inspire you to do things the right way. Do crypto the decentralized way. Hold your own private keys. Run your own software. Run your own code. So he talks about, yes, Sam Bankman-Fried was arrested, but why? Because he did the opposite of crypto. He was a middleman. Crypto was invented to get rid of middlemen. Sam Bankman-Fried took a bunch of customers' money and just did some good old-fashioned embezzlement with it. He took $8 billion of money that belonged to retail customers like you. And he didn't even tell you, and he went and risked it all in gambling strategies, leveraged trading strategies, and when the price of his FTT token crashed 90% overnight, and the whole markets crashed, he wasn't able to cover a lot of these positions, and he lost everyone's money because he was gambling with it. Ladies, liquor, and leverage, guys. 3 ways men go broke, and it doesn't matter how mainstream and popular you are. Sometimes the most hated people, like Mr. Richard over here, a lot of people hate him. A lot of times people hate others because they tell the truth, and sometimes the truth is too uncomfortable to deal with. All right, and the truth is, Hex, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Pulse Chain, these are all real decentralized cryptocurrency projects. Okay, they have no admin keys. They have no middlemen. They literally cannot be shut off. So what did Richard Hart do? As he put out this 47-minute clip, guys, go watch this. And if you haven't already, make sure you're following t.me/Hex News. Okay, there's a Telegram channel. Link in description below. If you don't have Telegram already, you should get Telegram. It's an encrypted messaging app. It's pretty great. I like Telegram a lot. t.me/Hex News if you want to stay up to date on all of the latest Hex and Pulse Chain updates. So he posted the audio clip there as well. It's all over YouTube. People are copying and pasting it, as the internet is known to do. Something once it's on the internet, it makes the rounds, doesn't it? The big update, though, aside from reminding everybody, not your keys, not your coins, do crypto the right way. Oh, guess what? Hex is also real crypto, real decentralized finance, real freedom of speech. So the newest update to go.hex.com reflects that. This go.hex.com update, what does it say at the top, guys? Let me read this for you guys. Decentralization, robustness, and privacy are core principles of real blockchains. So to drive the point home even more, you run your own software, you hold your own private keys, you do all the work. The front end is no longer routing to the staking tool right away. Now, before everybody freaks out and starts crying about this, oh my God, guys, it's one more click. If you click one of these IPFS links, watch this. Click one of these IPFS links. Oh my God, how do I stake my Hex? It's right here. Okay, it's right here. You click on the stake tab. It's go.hex.com, but you have to click one extra button. Oh my God, no, the world is ending. But I will be making a tutorial, so stick around later today. I'm going to be making a video telling you guys what all these different options are. Basically, what go.hex.com is now a centralized hub for all of the alternative links, proving and showing everybody how decentralized Hex staking, Hex mining really is. You can mine Hex from any of these community sites. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right here. And there's actually more that weren't even listed here. There's probably 10 or 11 total. Okay, you can actually run it locally from your desktop. So you can download a script that spins up a server locally. I'll get to this in the next video, okay? In the next video, I'm going to tell you how to run Hex the new ways. It's really easy, guys. You just click a couple extra buttons. Like you download this, you click run. All the instructions are there. Take 2 minutes out of your day and Just try not to be scared of the new things, guys. The only constant in the world is change. And this change is good. And here's another thing, okay? Here's another thing that I just want to prove my point about how I was right about this. You know how I always say, if you show me the news, I'll spin the narrative for you based on whether or not it's bullish or bearish season. The news, the facts are the facts. But the way people interpret the facts is all up to the collective consciousness and how we're feeling at the time. But you know why I'm actually pretty bullish right now? Is think about 3 months ago, guys. Think about if this update was made 3 months ago. Back when everybody was fudding everything, the SEC was going to take down Hex. Oh my God, but they can't because it's real crypto. They literally cannot shut it off. This is actually proof, by the way, that they cannot shut Hex.com off. Even if the Hex.com website goes offline, you've got infinite alternatives, okay? And people are just going to keep making more. IPFS is like a decentralized internet, okay? You click on any of these links. Oh, there you go, guys. There's your good old-fashioned go.hex.com. But you should even be trying some of these other ones. You should be trying GoPulse, Icosa. This one lets you mint other coins called Hedron as well. It's really, really easy. It pops up your MetaMask. You can do all your Hex staking through any of these. You know, Hex staking is really easy, guys. Really all you do, the only decisions you need to make, you don't have to stake Hex at all. You don't have to mine Hex, but that's how people are really winning in crypto. Okay, long-term Hex miners are actually the real winners. And nobody wants to hear that because they want to hop from poop coin to poop coin every 2 weeks. Chasing shiny objects is not how you win in crypto. You hold long term, you build your positions, you take some profit in bull markets, and what if I told you, Neo, I'll be Morpheus, what if I told you that one day you won't have to take profits? Can you imagine a world where we all deal entirely in crypto? I think it would be a better world. The only two decisions you have to make if you want to mine Hex is how much you want to mine, how much, and how many days. How much and how many days. It's really, really simple. And, oh no, if clicking one extra button is too hard for you guys, well, I don't know what to tell you. But let me get back to my original point. The reason this is bullish is because what I'm seeing on Twitter, on Twitter is narrative control. All the Hexicans, all the crazy Pulsicans out there, the Pulse Chain and Hex community is treating this as a bullish thing. Can you imagine 3 months ago, people would have been crying and screaming from the rooftops and throwing temper tantrums that this was a bad thing? When in reality, guys, this is just a thing. And objectively, I believe that this thing is mildly good. Okay? All these websites existed before this website was here. All these websites and all these links existed months before Richard changed go.hex.com. You could have downloaded Hex and run it from your desktop a month ago. But nobody seemed to care, so he's just plastering it on go.hex.com, it looks like. He's also linking out to IPFS, which, guys, IPFS, long story short, this is a decentralized internet. So even if the internet HTTP routing goes down, you can use IPFS. It's called Interplanetary File System. Sounds pretty cool, right? It's really not that hard. You just click on the link. Oh, here's another one, go.hex.com. So it's all going to be okay. But the fact that when I scroll through Twitter, guys, when I scroll through Twitter right now, I see people praising this update. I see a lot of positive people getting control of the narrative and saying, this is great. We're all rallying behind this. This is a rallying cry of Hex is the most decentralized protocol. They can never shut it off. Richard Hart is playing 5D chess. He's 3 steps ahead of everybody. Look, you can run you can run Hex.com on your own computer locally. They cannot stop you from doing it. The government one day will try to ban websites from hosting crypto front ends. This is Sami, for example. You know, this is the narrative, and I guarantee you, a couple months ago, when times were a little bit different, sentiment was different, global consciousness was mad, everyone was angry and hurt and depressed because the prices were down, they would have said, oh, Richard is scared, he's running from the SEC. Now we're fighting back. We're adding decentralization. So, you know, this is just a fact. The facts are the facts, and the way people spin them, the narratives on top of them, are what gives me the indication that we might be leaning towards more bullish times ahead. Because myself included, but everybody else, most reasonable people out there, seem to be excited about this. And they should be, because it adds decentralization, it adds security. We are now insulated from any potential corruption. And just because it hasn't happened yet, just because they haven't banned a whole lot of crypto websites yet, front-end crypto websites, doesn't mean they can't. They could try to ban these one day if things get really out of hand. Now, they'll probably never get to that point, but just in case we do get to the point where the government really tries to stop crypto, well, you can run go.hex locally by downloading the actual script right here. It takes 2 seconds. You just download it, you click it on your downloads folder, and you follow the instructions and you run it. It opens up a website for you. That's a local website. Or click one of these links, or try one of these other community sites. These all work totally fine. So we're protected. We're protected from the evil powers that be, and it's just proof that crypto has no off switch. If you do crypto the right way, with no admin keys, No corrupt SEC, no incompetent government can turn it off. That is the most important thing to know. So everyone that was scared about the SEC, I keep saying this on repeat, they can't stop you from buying Hex. They can't stop you from buying Pulse Chain. They can't stop you from mining Hex. They can't stop you from swapping on PulseX because it's decentralized software. And what are they going to do? Somehow track down everybody worldwide? Bust down everyone's doors across the world? No, they're not going to do that. So all these fears, what would have been, FUD 2 months ago is now being interpreted as a positive thing. So it's just telling me, guys, that positive sentiment is back. That's what people like Sami and people like KDP and the big people, the Twitter influencers within the Pulse Chain ecosystem with a big megaphone. I guess I might be one of them. We're conveying this as a positive message because it is. It's a positive event. But you can have people out there that try to spin this as a negative event, and you can have people out there that try to amplify this as even more positive than it already is. So look what Sami says. The future of crypto involves you running the application on your desktop. And this is what I tell people all the time. If you've taken hexpassiveincome.com, the course, link in description below. If you're brand new to crypto, this course is specifically for you. I always tell people, use your own crypto laptop, all right? If you're upset that, you need to click one more time to get to your website, to get to your Hex staking website, I don't know what to tell you. If you're somehow upset, if clicking one more link is too hard for you. But real decentralization means you get to keep the code on your own computer. You get to keep the code on your computer, and stick around till the next video because I'm going to explain how to download, because I've had some questions about it, right? I've had some questions about how do I do Hex? How do I stake my Hex now? Well, if it's too hard for you to click one extra button and just go here and stake it same as you always did, I'm going to go over a new video about how to run some community sites and also just how to download it locally on your desktop. And I'm sure, 20 or 50 other people are going to make a video as well. You can figure it out yourself. I know new things are scary, but we have to be adjustable to change. We have to adjust and adapt and grow because the government is coming for your coins, okay? They would take them all. They would seize all your crypto if they could, but they can't. And this go.hex.com update is a testament to that. It's a testament to decentralization, redundancy, and as far as I know, guys, Hex crypto is the most robust ecosystem out there, decentralized. Maybe Bitcoin and Ethereum, they've been around for a lot longer, but of the new players in the game, Pulse Chain and Hex, Pulse Chain's got 48,000 validators worldwide, globally. Individuals running their own validator, not validating pools, not liquid staking. All right, Hex.com. You've got 10 or 11 different front ends made by the community, not hosted by Richard. And who knows, this also could give Richard some, protection from the SEC. If for whatever reason the SEC wanted to attempt to shut down go.hex.com, look, I don't even know if Richard was smart, it wouldn't even be under his control, right? This domain might not even be under Richard's control. And even if it was, there's infinite other backups as a protection layer, okay? And that's assuming that the government even tries to shut these websites down. We haven't seen them try to shut down too many things, but it has happened before. They've shut down the Tornado Cash front-end website, but it doesn't stop people from using Tornado Cash because the smart contract on the back end is what matters. You see all these links right here, guys? All these links are portals. They're just windows to let you see the data on the smart contract. So these are websites, these alternative staking websites, they're the front end. And the smart contract, the Hex smart contract on the blockchain that does all the math for you, it's cryptographic, it's decentralized. That is kind of the back end, you could say. All right, so front end and back end, two very important things to realize. Shutting down go.hex.com, if Richard got hit by a bus tomorrow, knock on wood, of course, being decentralized means that you don't need one single website to run the code. Okay, because all these websites point to a cryptographic smart contract on a blockchain that's hosted by thousands and thousands, 48,000 people worldwide. On Ethereum, it's even more. It's something like 900,000 nodes. But Ethereum's been out for 9 years. So this is a good update. This is a good update. And it tells me that the market seems to be bullish because in prior times, even a couple months ago, this may have been interpreted as FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. In other news, Richard Hart also called the stock market local top, it seems. So be prepared for some potential downside in the stock market. It seems very overinflated. Hopefully real estate as well, because I'm one of those millennials that's trying to buy a house one day. I wouldn't mind a little real estate crash myself. But make sure you expect chaos, expect volatility. The only constant is change, and the only constant in crypto is extreme volatility, right? Now, Hex and Pulse Chain have proven that they can outperform. They can go up when Bitcoin is going down. I'm paraphrasing Richard Hart to a degree here. He didn't say that verbatim, but he's calling for things to go down more. He's calling for the Fed to stop raising interest rates, probably around 6%, which is not really any groundbreaking secret. They've openly stated that that's their goal. But after a 10-month lag or so, we might see credit markets start to decline. People become more stingy about giving out money. And so if people can't borrow as much, there's not enough economic growth and activity. Stock markets need to take a big hit, is the prediction that it appears Mr. Hart is making. So be ready for that. Position yourself in decentralized assets and maybe think about what Mr. Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, had to say about Bitcoin and all of crypto. He's calling crypto a flight to quality. And so if the lizard people got their tentacles and their scaly little fingers in Bitcoin, if Bitcoin pumps up to the halvening, the ETFs get approved, Larry Fink is chanting flight to quality, flight to quality. Michael Saylor's out there preaching Bitcoin like it's the second coming of Jesus Christ. Well, maybe Hex and Pulse Chain get to fly up along with that, and maybe they even get to temporarily decorrelate from Bitcoin because they're superior decentralized products. So keep an eye out for my next video. If you found this valuable, like, subscribe, share the video, leave a comment. It all helps the algorithm, and it helps Hex and Pulse Chain go viral. Hope you enjoyed the latest Sam Bankman-Fried spicy gossip. Let's hope justice is served on that end. And Hex.com, now super decentralized, super robust. Just click one of these links if you want to use the classic go.hex.com interface. Try out some alternatives, and even try out downloading it on your local computer for maximum safety, maximum security. We're protected from every attack, guys. Richard Hart is thinking light years ahead. He's playing chess while everybody else is playing checkers, okay? Just because they haven't come and tried to shut these things down yet doesn't mean that one day, 2 or 3 years from now, they could attack all of crypto. So Operation Choke Point has been relatively light, but let's keep fighting back. Let's keep signing pulsepetition.org. Sign the petition to defend free speech and blockchain technology as freedom of speech. Make your voices heard. Do what's in your control. Run your own software. Click an extra button. It's not the end of the world. The only constant is change, and we're adapting and we're getting better and more decentralized all the time. So I'm really happy to be positioned where I'm at right now in Hex, PulseX, and the Pulse Chain ecosystem. It's where the action is happening. It's where the opportunity is at. If you're brand new to crypto and you want to start from zero, I'll teach you everything I know in hexpassiveincome.com. Use code BEARMARKET, limited time only, for 25% off. Get it while you still can, because 6 months from now, the prices might go up a whole bunch. We don't know. I can't predict the market, neither can anybody else. I'll see you on the next video.